everyone. Welcome to Cardistry, Lore and More. I'm Kevin Ho. I'm here today with my co-host, Brennan Connor.
Hello.
And we have a very special guest with us, introducing Harapan Ong, all the way from Singapore.
Hi, everyone. Yay. Thank you.
It's been a while, man. How are you?
It's really been a while. I've been great. Thank you so much for having me. I've watched your videos and your podcast since like day one.
Oh, yes. OG fan.
And I remember contacting you quite early on, like, hey, I want to do something, but I don't know what to say anyway. But
yeah, because you're famously not a cardist. That's your whole branding.
And I guess your podcast ran out of guests, so finally
yes,
it's my turn.
it's been tough times.
Finally, they're like, all right, we'll give this guy a chance. Call him. It's like, hello.
We're going to dive into your background, but I just want to say off the rip, for someone who is staunchly a non-cardist, self-proclaimed, there's a lot of threads and invisible lines and hints and flags and your name popping up all throughout cardistry history. Yeah. What do you have to say for yourself?
What do I have to say for myself? I mean, what do you have to say for myself? Well, I wrote a book recently on magic, which is called "I'm Not a Cardist," right?
Yes.
So I take that label very seriously and with pride. I think it's more like, and in that book I actually explain myself why I say that and all that stuff. I mean, mainly it's because I think when I was younger, like a teenager, I was really into cardistry. I was fully on with I was learning all my cardistry stuff, and that's also why. But eventually I stopped, which is also why my cardistry now is kind of stuck in that old era stuff. It's almost like a North Korea that is like stuck in the. If you go there, all the architecture and stuff, thinking it's all stuck in that, I don't know, 70s or whatever. Yeah. So I think it's almost like a cardist. All my cardistry is things like I can do a sybil, right? And anything that I marginally think is original, all has that kind of like, it's just packet cuts.
Mm-hmm. It's like classic packet cutting, like Dan and Dave
correct,
style.
Yeah, that's all I kind of know. Even Tornado, I kind of never improved beyond that.
I never got good at Tornado. That's why I came up with my own thing.
Yeah, but I can pull out a bloom or a yellow, whatever, because if I see something interesting, I might learn it.
You're forgetting that I think, personally, I think you have one of the top 3 water wheels in the game.
That was always the most damning, element of
piece
not
of
being
evidence.
a cardist. It was like, you can do one of the hardest cardistry moves of all time.
Yeah,
with the perfect Faro, and also using it as a ace production.
Yeah,
right.
You got a Faro. Oh, the ace production, I rarely do it anymore, but it's like,
there you go.
Yeah, and the story is funny, right? Because I first saw Darren do the water wheel in person at Coffee Bean.
Of course.
Kevin, do you remember there was a Coffee Bean?
Yes.
So I don't know if Brendan knows this. There's this Coffee Bean near. Okay, so wait, there's a lot of layers to this. There is this gambling mahjong shop called Horrid Ming, which is at Golden Landmark in Singapore. This mall, this very old mall, and then opposite Golden Landmark is a hospital.
Yeah, Raffles Hospital.
Raffles Hospital, which by the way is also where Trixie and Wanda were born.
Oh,
that's the same. Yeah, so
your daughters.
Yeah, my daughters. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should explain. I have 2 daughters, Trixie and Wanda. I put Trixie and Wanda right. Trixie, I was searching Trixie, Cardistry, Wanda, who are these people?
Underground moves.
Yeah, underground moves. Yeah. Lilo and it's like Darren's Lilo and Stitch. Trixie and Wanda. So anyway, so at a just below Raffles Hospital, there used to be a Coffee Bean, which is where a lot of the cardists used to hang out. I would used to hang out with them a lot, and that's why I first saw Darren do the water wheel. But then eventually, when the Verts showed the, now I'm starting to question my own history, because I know eventually at some point the water wheel became more well known. Maybe the Verts posted a clip with the Vert deck.
It was the launch edition.
Yeah,
It was Water Wheel with a launch edition on Instagram.
yeah. It was like a short
And
clip, right? Like a very
short clip,
no music,
yeah.
whatever. It was just
Nope.
there, and then the whole community went wild. I was like, oh, finally, I know what a move is called. It's called Water Wheel. I said, I got it. And then I asked Kevin, hey, I want to learn that move. And then Kevin taught me. Kevin was like, oh, well, I can't do it, but I'm going to. I'll roughly, I know the idea that, Darren and Huron or whoever, Darren, knows it's something like you have to, insert your finger in here, like the whole phalange, the whole section going in. Yeah. And then you do a V shape, but you stabilize it first. Okay? And then it has to be these three fingers. Don't involve the other things. When you pull it out, ring finger curl underneath, so that it stabilizes the packet. If not, it's kind of like
line them up.
it's like otherwise it's misaligned. You use this finger to prop it up, and then the key thing here, I remember Kevin telling me, pinky is the only finger pushing it because you want to have the force concentrated down this line right here. Because a lot of people, when they do this finger being stronger than this finger means you're pushing this way.
Right.
And you're not concentrating on that corner. So you want it to be all on that corner. Of course, this is very painful. The stretch is pretty painful.
It's a crazy grip.
Yeah, but once you have that, align it, you push, and then you have your Faro.
Gorgeous.
Right?
I wonder
And then
if
after
what-
that,
Yeah, I wonder.
And then
I
he
wonder if you're like, what attracts you so much to the move is that you're like a physicist, and like a lot of the mechanics of the Faro, plus the actual pouring is like so
Yeah.
physics based.
yeah, I think the better answer to give on a podcast would be yes, it totally is because it relates to my inner interest. But honestly, it was just like, man, I want to learn a new cardistry move.
Yeah. Wow,
And
cards
that-
go
that-
flowy.
that-
big
yes.
flowy.
Yes, water wheel goes brr. I mean, literally. Brr, brr. Yeah. So no, at the time it was just like I want to learn what is the hottest move of the time. I just happened to be interested to learn something new, and I was bad at the one. Okay, maybe the one-handed Faro. Maybe for magicians sometimes want to learn a one-handed Faro to show off. So I just thought, you know what? Let's just learn it, so that eventually when I get there. And the funny thing is, of course, after all that talk, Kevin can't do a water wheel. Yeah,
Kevin,
exactly. So
let's see it.
They say those who can't do teach.
And those
Yeah,
who
so
can't
anyway.
Teach Jim.
teach water wheel.
Teach water
yeah,
wheel.
so yeah. So that's my history of the water wheel. That's my history of the water wheel. Yeah.
Got it. I guess we can circle back even further then to you two. So, reading this beautiful piece of literature.
Hey, I've got one here. Let me see. Go on. Wait, just give me
This
one
is going to be the thumbnail.
Yeah. Someone should remind me, Kevin. I should send you this because I have the.
Oh! The illegal version.
Oh no, it's not illegal. It's the official Chinese
Yeah, it's
translation.
an official translation. It's an official translation, and then I also have the.
Oh.
我不是花切玩家. So the English the English ones are somewhere there, but I'm too tired to go there. But I do.
And
have
for context, that means I am not a cardist.
yeah,
in
this is I'm not a cardist.
Mandarin.
And then I am a cardist. Two-sided.
I love
And
it.
then, oh yeah. Anyway, yes, Brandon, your question.
But yes, throw it up. Throw them up. But in the foreword by you, Harapan,
Yes.
a lovely little childhood story about your first encounter with Kevin Ho, who
Yes.
happened to live 5 minutes away from you.
Correct.
And then he
100% true.
snuck you out of your home into a
Mandarin Gardens,
cafeteria.
He knocked on my window and was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I've got candy."
Yeah, you want to come learn magic tricks? But so you two have known each other for a very, very long time, then.
Yes.
Yes.
So Ed, can you maybe just dive a little bit into your two's card-based relationship, how it started over time, how it's evolved, just kind of a little background.
Yeah.
I'd say that Harapan and I are like united through magic, cardistry, novelty, and wordplay. Those are like four of the things that we kind of go back and forth on a lot. And we would visit each other, hang out at like Tokyo Hands, you remember? Just going on like item hunting for things that you could use as gimmicks for magic tricks or presentational things. And he shared so much stuff with me over the years, and I've always tried to do the same when I get the chance as well.
Yeah. But the thing is, in the early days, since Brandon was asking about the early days, Kevin, you've read the foreword, right? You've read my foreword.
I call that out.
Is there anything? Does the story make sense to you, like, or should I say, is it accurate to your memory?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it accurate to your memory, right?
Yeah.
So, I just want to make sure, because I didn't misremember anything. The idea is that Kevin was the second magician / cardist outside of my immediate circle of, let's say, my friends in school who also were like, hey, let's do magic together, kind of thing. So Kevin was the second sort of external magician / cardist I ever sessioned with or ever hung with. The first one does Kevin know by any chance?
Is it Bob?
No, it's not Bob. The first
Bob.
one was Huron.
Oh, what? Huron?
Yeah, the first one was Huron. Yeah,
Amazing.
we met at Shaw Towers, like
Magic
where
Castle.
where Magic
Yeah.
Castle used to be. Yeah, the Magic.
That's where I
Shop.
met Huron
Yeah, I know.
when I was working
So-
there.
Yeah, so the first one was Huron, and then the second one was Kevin, because Huron and Kevin's name were constantly being thrown out on the forums on like SMC,
Oh, yeah.
Singapore Magic
SMC,
Circle. That was a Singapore Magic Circle forums back then, which were very active. And so I constantly heard like, oh, you should check out Huron stuff. Oh yeah, Kevin has got some great stuff. So I was like, who are these two guys? And they're young guys, so they're like relatively near my age. So I would hang out. Anyway, Kevin. Yeah, then I realized eventually one day, like, wait, Kevin lives at Mandarin Garden, which is just there. So
Yeah.
I can walk to his house.
Crazy.
So eventually we chose to meet at McDonald's, sort of in between us,
I remember.
right, at Siglap Center, which is still there, by the way. The McDonald's is still there.
Yes.
Super old little mall, residential mall with a residential thing there. And then my parents were a bit worried, so my parents were there.
Yeah, I remember reading them.
So I decided so me and Kevin would sit at one table. My parents would be like stalkers, like sitting at the table.
Yeah,
away
keep your
from
hands
there.
where we can see him, Kevin.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. And then Kevin, I remember Kevin was like, "Oh," I told them, "Oh, my parents are over there." And Kevin was like, "Oh yeah." And then Kevin went to greet them. He was like, "Hi, hi, uncle, auntie, hello, good morning, whatever." And then my parents will say after that, like, "Oh, this Kevin is very polite, 很有礼貌, very very polite." Very polite young man, Of course, they didn't know of his true degeneracy. Kevin knows how to put up a front. Kevin knows how to put up. Kevin knows how to put up a front. Yeah. Kevin knows how to put up a front.
You are the parent whisperer, Kevin. You've met my parents as well, I believe, when you were staying with us.
I think so.
In
Yeah.
Vancouver, and great
Vancouver.
impression as well.
I know,
Little
right?
did they know the degeneracy that was happening in the basement.
Yeah. They didn't know all the Liu Qian and Liu Qian and
Yeah, Harapan and I ran this account called Horrible Harapans for a little over a year on Instagram. It's still up, and
Yep.
all it is every week we had a different pun about a different magician, and we would like come up with it the day before, just through like jamming on wordplay through like WhatsApp or Instagram DMs,
yeah.
and it was fun.
But the root of that started all the way back in. Oh God, I don't even know how long ago it was. Like 2012, 2013. No, maybe 2014. Sorry, maybe 2014 because I was in.
You were in UK? Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm thinking whether it was the London. I think it was Cambridge probably because I was full on deranged and unhinged back then. Yeah, I think it would have been 2014. The thing started almost 10 years ago. We would chat on Facebook Messenger, and the war would go on for ages. Like I would say a pun, and Kevin would say a pun, and we think like, it's not that good. I think it should be this pun, and we made a little booklet, which will never see the light of day.
No,
Will never ever see the light of day. We actually compiled it all into a booklet, and some people have it. I remember. I don't know why some people. Why did some people have it? I don't remember. Did we send it to people?
I think I sent it to them. Yeah,
I think I remember like Alan Hagen. Why does Alan Hagen have it? Alan, why do you have it? Hack into the mainframe. He's got like a hood. Hacking into a mainframe.
Alan has all these things he shouldn't have, and it's probably my fault.
Yeah. But anyway, so anyway, then we eventually recently decided to start an account on it. We've stopped doing it now because we just ran out. But
got it.
the puns are absolutely horrible. My favorite ones, of course, are the ones with you need to be
bilingual.
You need to be bilingual, possibly even trilingual to understand the joke.
I was very proud of the Franco one, where it's like Frank Oppa.
I was
Skelly.
literally going to mention that. Say it. Do you remember what it was? Like which magician?
Which magician is very popular with like younger Korean women? And it was like Frank Oppa Skelly.
Frank Oppa Skelly. And then the word is in Korean, so there's no translation. It's just Frank Oppa Skelly.
Oppa.
It's like what?
Anyway,
and then the other one is
card stuff.
Yes. Yeah, the other one is like which magician hit Darwin Ortiz? And then it's Danny Da Ortiz.
Da means hit.
Yeah, Da is hit. Danny Da Ortiz. Again, it's all in Chinese. There's no context. My favorite.
Man, you two were menaces back in the day.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're now retired menaces.
I don't know. Reading this, I feel like you two are still cooking a little bit.
Here and there.
That baboon trick really is something. I can't believe you showed that to Darren Brown.
Yeah, it's all thanks to Mark Kirstein for suggesting it.
Shout out Mark.
Yeah. It was such a surreal thing, right? Yeah, Darren Brown walking in. He just walks into a bar because we were chatting, and then it's like, hey, Darren's coming. Holy shit, what? Darren's coming? Yeah, Darren's coming. Everyone pulls a chair out, buys his favorite drink, puts it on the table, and then Darren walks in. He just like wears a coat and he just walks in.
It seems if your name is Darren, no matter how it's spelled, then you're a bit of a badass. So.
Exactly.
You've got aura. You're aura farming all the time.
You have social
is that what the kids say nowadays? Aura farming.
You have Chinese social credit.
plus 1,000 aura.
Harapan, I want to ask you. I don't know how many people know this anymore, but you used to be a mod on Decknique.
Yeah, how many people know? The thing is, how many people even know Decknique? Well, the people who listen to this podcast probably know. It's probably been brought up before, right? Surely.
Yeah, definitely. I thought you watched the show.
You watched the show.
Yeah,
I remember your signature, because everybody on the forum could have a signature for every post.
I remember the signature.
And yours was Harapan Magic !
Yeah.
It was a Harapan.
And I always used to think
Magic!
Dot.
Exclamation.
Magic! And I was like, who the hell is this magic guy? He's everywhere.
I love Decknique so much. Decknique was like my babysitter growing up. I love being on Decknique, going around.
Yeah.
And then I eventually somehow, I can't remember why I managed to get there, but I managed to convince Richard to make me a mod. A moderator on my favorite forum. It was great. I love being able to, I mean, I've never been a moderator before, but Richard gave me a chance, and I was going through the videos. I could delete posts that were not offensive. So, Decknique brings me back a lot of memories of like I was able to choose the highlighted video of the month. Something like that. There was something about a spotlight.
Yeah. Oh, that was you.
Something like that. Yeah. So I was able to choose that.
Did you come across any of Brennan's videos during your mod time?
I'll be honest, I don't remember. I
was in the latter half for sure when I started posting as well.
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember Brandon's name back then. My knowledge of Brandon probably came only in the social media era, like from Kevin talking about Brandon. Like, hey, do you know Brandon? I was like, no, I don't know Brandon. I was like, there's this move.
No, I don't.
And then Kevin will always do like, look at that. Oh, Brandon's the best, man. Look at that.
You're like,
Look at that.
Kevin,
Do you
stop.
remember that? Do you remember that pun we came up with, which is like, before you do any magic, you must first establish Nepal.
What the hell? Yeah.
Okay, moderating. Do you remember who any of the other mods on the forum on Decknique?
Yeah, was there like a team that you guys conversed among yourself with?
You know, it's very odd. Now that you've asked me about it, it's weird that no names come to mind. I'm trying to recall. I mean, I remember some members.
Was there a guy called Marpanonthi or something? Marpanonthi?
No,
Marpanonthi?
not off the
Sounds
top
familiar.
of my head.
He used
Yeah,
studs
no.
exclusively. I remember.
I don't remember Marpanonthi. No. I'm sorry, I don't actually remember any of the.
Was
I
Andre
don't
a
remember
mod?
any of the mods either.
Yeah.
Andre must have been a mod or an admin or something, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Andre might have been one. But I think I'll be honest. I think the reason why, or maybe this explains why. Maybe the reason why Richard made me a mod was because maybe a lot of the mods weren't active or very active, and maybe they needed a mod. I'm not going to, undergo some sort of defamation lawsuit and someone to sue me. But just off the top of my head, to be fair, I was on the tail end of Decknique. I came on as a moderator at the tail end, and I was the last mod that joined the team before it got sold to Theory 11 and all that. Definitely, I was definitely the last mod, and then suddenly there was a big shift. So I you could say I single-handedly brought the forum down.
Yeah, you were the bad omen.
Yeah, the moment I joined, the whole thing just collapsed. But yeah, I was on the tail end. So I don't think I knew the mods, or I had a very active team. I don't remember having a very active team of mods that I would work with. And even if I had, I don't remember their names, I'll be honest.
Totally. Was Trashman a mod?
I don't think so.
Ooh. I don't know. Trashman. Wait. Trashman.
Trashman
Wait.
F.
Trashman F.
I know Trashman F. I remember Trashman F, but it's not Adam Kirchman, right? What was Adam Kirchman's
I don't think
name
so.
again?
Adam was the genius,
Oh, was it? Okay.
like with the 3. But I don't
Okay.
know if he was the genius on Decknique. I know that was his cheater
Yeah.
handle.
I don't know why when I think of Trashman, I think of Adam Kirchman.
Maybe
I'm
because
not
their
sure.
names both have man in them.
Man, yeah, man. Superman,
Kirchman F.
Kirchman F. I just remember. Trashman F was a guy who was very harsh, right? Like
Very harsh.
right? Maybe that's why. Wasn't Adam Kirchman also kind of harsh?
He was.
Very harsh as well.
Right? I remember. Like Adam Kirchman would always be the one who's like, what everyone would be hyping up the video, like, oh, Kevin's video, like Void Deck or whatever, is like, or whoever is like, oh my, this guy got some really sick. Look at that Carnahan fan. Look at that tornado. And then Adam Kirchman would say something like, meh, the lighting was like not that good. And you can see there was like a pause for like 2 frames.
Yep.
They just ruined the whole video for me.
Oh yeah.
Or something. And Trashman was. That's why I don't know why. I think. Do we know who Trashman F is?
I've never found out who he is.
We need to uncover Trashman, but Trashman was one of the OG like card brand haters.
Yeah.
Like it's very accepted
Yeah.
now to like just poop on card brands for whatever reason now. But he was the one taking the like 1897, 1840s bicycle deck. They're illusionist 1700s.
Oh
deck.
right.
Yeah, I think the 1800s.
And he was like, how to make your own vintage 1700s deck, and he was like took a bicycle deck and buried it in his backyard and dug it up. He also did cardistry like in airplane in zero gravity. Weird times back then.
Yeah. Cardistry was. Yeah, I have so much fond memories of being with cardists and stuff. I think it's because when I was younger, I didn't really like hanging out with magicians in
Oh,
Singapore.
why not? Is it because they were like a lot older, and so there was that kind
I
of
think they were a lot older.
disdain and elitism? Because I felt the same way sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Kevin hit one of the most important things, was that I think when you're younger, you have a lot of I mean, I was a kid with a lot of ideas. I was always trying out new things, and I would be hitting this roadblock with magicians where it's like, what you do is like, it's useless, you know. Why don't you just do a second deal, or like, you know, just do double leaf is enough, you know.
Just do double leaf. Just double leaf.
Just double leaf better, you know. It's just like that, you know. You know, why bother learning the perpendicular switch or whatever, you know?
This one. Just do this.
Yeah.
Just do this lah.
I wish they were that smooth. I wish they were that smooth. In reality, it's probably something like you know, like you know, like, I hate this double lift. You know when they hold out, it's like, is this your card? It's like, what? Yeah, what's going on here? And I love when the elbow pops up.
It's to block out haters from this angle. You just elbow them in the
It's like
face.
the entire thing becomes rigid once you touch it. Electrical current passes through, like memory cloth.
Activate every muscle in your body for the double
And
lift.
loose, and then yeah. So I didn't really like hanging out with the magic community in Singapore, and then I found, you know, that's why the first two magicians I met were Huron, which is also somewhat like a cardist kind of guy, and then Kevin, and then later I hang out with the that era of cardists, which was like Ambrose and Ben Yu and Jonathan Fu and Ling Xuan and Jaspers, and that era was my era.
Kenneth.
Kenneth, yep. Kafush.
Crazy roster.
And then later Leon, Claudia,
Dan Song, Ansel.
Yeah, these kind of people, Dylan, and all that. So that was like my era, my growing up, and that was during my national service days when I was in the army. So
Got it.
I don't know if Brandon knows. Yeah, all the guys in Singapore have to go through 2 years of mandatory national service, which is army. Like you go to the army for 2 years. So that was kind of like how I grew up. So we would hang out at the Coffee Bean we mentioned, and I would practice my cardistry, and everyone's doing cardistry, but I would sometimes pull out a trick, like, oh, I learned this Marlowe trick, I'll just do it anyway, and everyone appreciated it. I just enjoyed the free flow of ideas, you know, like we just at a coffee shop, just talking, sharing tricks, and some of them would learn. A lot of the cardists there would have learned some stuff, like Ambrose can do some magic, Ben Yu can do some magic, everyone can do a little bit of magic, but eventually you switch to cardistry anyway.
You know what's interesting is that, like, probably one of the reasons why I came up with so much of this kind of stuff is that because I would hang out with cardists more, I kind of had this sensation, this feeling that they wouldn't appreciate like regular magic because that's kind of like the antithesis of what they do. So I would do like anti-magic as a way to kind of riff on like this sarcastic, ironic approach that they might like. And
it's like a parody of tricks they would have seen before.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like magic for them by not being like classical magic.
So are you saying that these are like cardists are bad people? Because you just said it's for bad people. Yeah. Quick soundbite, quick, clip it out.
Clip it.
Sound.
Clip it.
Well, I think Darren was doing Darren had a torn and restored, I feel like.
0630.
Which
630.
Was that real? Was he using
it was no well, I don't know if we can.
Anyways, we won't develop. Huron also had a torn and restored.
Oh yeah,
fire in the hole, where he'd like
fire in the hole,
the card back into
making ends meet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hotspot. Yeah, Hotspot is the reason why I hunted Huron down.
Yeah. I remember. I mean, wait. Just before we move on, we can't talk about Darren's 630. Is there something going on?
No, I mean, I don't know if we want to get into the method behind it.
Oh, we're not going to get into the method. I'm just saying that. I'm just going to say that. Yeah, there's a clip of him doing it, right?
Yeah.
I remember seeing it. Yeah.
On Decknique, it was like a super clean.
Yeah, super
thing.
clean.
Yeah, and I remember Huron being the marketing guy he is. Capitalized on the fact that 630 came out at the same time as Theory 11's TNR.
Oh, TNR by Chris Kenner.
No, not by Matthew Beach. But,
Oh, Matthew Beach.
Promoted,
Matthew,
but promoted by Chris Kenner. Yeah, by Matthew
Oh,
Beach.
okay.
Because they were both 4-piece
Super clean.
restorations.
Seamless.
And
They had
it's
no
no cover,
seam.
like beep. You know,
It was the seamless because like Daniel Garcia's
Torn.
like everything you would fold into quarters. And Darren's I don't think had a seam, right? Or did it?
No. I think you might have been mistaken. No, they all had seams.
Did they all have seams? Oh.
They all folded.
They all were folded. I think what made them special was there's no such thing like, for example, when I'm putting two things together. Very often in Magic you have to go like you palm something off.
Yeah.
Right, because you have to
Yeah.
hide the piece. But
Yeah.
theirs was like this, and then
Oh
it's
yeah.
stuck.
Yeah.
Like that, and then it's stuck.
Yeah.
And then it's
Yes.
very clean.
Yes.
So, but what makes Darren's one special is that Darren's one is not only clean, but you connect them mismatched. So it's like the corners don't line up. It's like a card like, and it ends up being like that.
Yes.
Right?
This is flooding back to me now.
And then Matthew Beach's one, you can't hand it out.
I remember that.
But Darren's one, you can hand it out. At the end of it, it is mismatched, and then you can hand it out.
Yeah.
So that was it. And Huron capitalized on that. Was like he never made any mention to TNR as usual, but in his long email, in his long ass emails, he will say something like, recently there has been talk of TNR, of tournament stores that are ultra clean, but not all of them are examinable. I know he would capitalize on that and promote 630 as
Not naming names, but the non-examinable one rhymes with quiche.
Quiche.
There was kind of like a bit of a through line with cardists. I feel like in Torn and Restored cards in a way. Torn and Restored just had such a moment back in the day.
There was a like a era of everyone like fidget spinners. Like everyone just did it.
Exactly. Everyone was
for
just
a
doing
period
it.
of time. Yeah.
I guess was Daniel Garcia kind of the real.
No, I think there was a bit of a gap. I think there was a big gap between Torn and then. I think the hot moment you're talking about literally might have been like a Fire in the Hole. TNR. Because TNR was just so ridiculous, and then Fire in the Hole was also a ridiculous one. But I remember when Theory 11 was at its peak, and when TNR was released, it looked impossible. I mean, it's just there's no finger movement. It's just like touch. Looks like glue almost like.
Yeah, I thought it was magnets or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I just quickly say something. Brandon just mentioned a seamless TNR. A seamless tournament restore with no. It actually exists. I don't know if Kevin knows this. Glenn West.
It's the guy with the glasses, right?
Yeah. Glenn West from Canada has a tournament restore which is no folding. He just takes a card, ship 4 pieces, and then he restores it, and there's no creases at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no creases at all, but it's super hard to do. It's really, really hard to do, and for some reason it's very underrated. Like not many people know about it. But now that I think about it, I want to learn it.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to go learn it. The method is completely different.
Glenn West, Torn and Restored.
Yeah, Glenn West. It's crazy.
That was called Seamless, I think. He called it Seamless.
Another Torn and Restored that influenced Fire in the Hole was Brent Braun's Torched and Restored.
Because of the fire.
Yeah, with the fire. Huron just took it another level with a crazy method and flash paper.
Yeah.
I remember to support Huron. I bought the DVD. I bought the Fire in the Hole.
Which one? Like both of them? Or
both,
just
Fire in the Hole and 4, right? It came in a set.
Was it 4 or was it? Oh, it was called the TNR Project, and it was Fire in the Hole
Project
and 4.
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought it, and it was so expensive, but I just bought it anyway. That set was. Do you remember how much it cost?
I don't.
Off the top of my head,
I just got it for free for having.
You got it for free, yeah. I paid, from what I recall, off the top of my head, I paid $144.
That's like a gross of money.
Yeah, a gross of 钱. It's not 6钱, it's a gross of 钱. Yeah. It was $144, and for like a teenager, that was a lot of money, but I just bought it anyway.
Damn.
I actually learned all of it. I actually learned all the. So it was a fire in the hole, hot spot, making ends meet. There was Angel.
Angel? What's
It
Angel?
was the one with the. He colors the hole. He colors the angel, and then he shakes it and restores.
Oh, I don't remember that. It's been a long time.
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, it was like he would take a card, he would color the angel black,
Yeah.
and he shakes it, and then it becomes normal again.
Oh, it was
And then
the whole circle. The whole circle's
Yeah,
black.
the whole circle.
Now
Yeah.
I remember.
And then the second one was he would cut the circle out, and
Yes.
then he shakes it, and it restores.
Oh my
And
God,
then, do you
like-
remember the last one? I don't remember the last one.
I don't remember either. I bet we could probably look it up, but
Yeah.
Well, let's keep talking. I'll try to search
Yeah.
this up.
This is bringing me back. Which one was Hotspot?
Hotspot was
Hotspot.
a card was folded in half and the center was torn out like this, so it made a U shape.
Mm.
And then he would like fuse it back on, open the card,
Right.
and like
So
And
basically, to put it very simply, the visual is a bite out coin. You know, Brandon, bite
Yeah.
a coin and spit it back with a card. That's the idea.
yeah, that was the second phase.
Yeah. So it's like he folds it, he tears out the center like a U shape like that.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, it spits it back. I remember that.
Spits it back.
I remember that.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a clip of Huron wearing his school uniform with like spiky Goku hair
Yeah.
doing hotspot somewhere in my hard drive.
No,
think
because
I'm
I
gonna-
remember because before Huron's like kind of real cool guy virtuoso persona in video, he was so smiley in all the videos back in the day. I remember he'd like be like, and he'd like show the card, and then at the end he'd be like, "Good times."
Yeah. Huron.
Damn,
Huron's an interesting guy.
one of the greatest.
Yeah, I love
Harapan, I guess on the topic of like torn and restored, crossover to cardistry, do you think there's any like magical plots or sleights or techniques that you think could be leveraged into cardistry in some way, or maybe underutilized in some way? Kind of crossover. Is there any like things that we're kind of just like they're in the open, but we're just missing right now?
Yeah. So, there's actually been something I was very interested in when I was young, which is trying to mix cardistry with magic. But in my book, I talk about that as well. I was very interested in the cross pollination of these two art forms. I think where I eventually stopped and concluded my research was to say that I think, of course, if you can say, oh, I can anytime I want to shuffle the deck, what if I just do this? And that's a shuffle, and that's a false cut, right? You could do something like that, but to me, that's the lowest tier of cross-pollination. Well, that doesn't take a big leap of imagination. It's like, oh, false cut, false shuffle, let's mix them. And again, most magicians would agree, and I think most cardists would agree, it doesn't look like you're shuffling the deck. Right? If you do this, it's like, okay, so I'm going to take your card, like what's this card? 10 of clubs, put it in, and then now I shuffle it up, okay? So I don't know where your card is. I think most people will be like, they may be impressed and they go like, whoa, that's kind of cool, but in their hearts of hearts, it's not convincing that it's a real shuffle. Right? It's not in the heart. It's not a real shuffle compared to just even if you just do this, right? They probably are more convinced, or you do like
Definitely.
they probably are more convinced it's a real shuffle. So where I think there could be a lot of area for the cross-pollination is to look at certain moves in cardistry and take out certain mechanics that are interesting that magicians haven't considered to use, right? So I give an example. Before I go to cardistry first, let me just mention one quick thing, which is, for example, in Magic, there are a lot of moves and a lot of tricks that depend on a cut.
Right.
I explain what I mean. For example, I give an example. For example, the pass is effectively a cut, right? It's a secret cut of the deck.
Yeah.
Yep. So a lot of moves, for example, if I want to vanish a card, I could use a cut to do the effect. but it also has the benefit of bringing it to the center.
Yeah.
Right? But I've been trying to think of this way of thinking of slides, which is to make them abstract. So instead of thinking of it as, this is a control, this is a cut, this is a pass, this is a diagonal palm shape. Like, instead of making it too specific, I want to group them. I want to chunk them together so I understand which moves effectively actually do the same thing. Which means I can interchange them as and when I like. So for example,
Got it.
there's this control that looks like this. Let me see if I can do it. The two of spades, right? And then it looks something like that. I just messed it up. But it brings it second from the top. So something like that. So effectively, I'm going to expose.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to
Is that
expose
like
it.
a Bill
I'm
Goodwin
going to expose it a
kinda-
little bit. Yeah. So it's like you're holding a break here. This card, 5 of clubs, is like you're inserting it inside here, and then you come down here.
Yeah, that's like the 4-to-1
So-
transpo.
Yeah, so from the right angle, it's like here, the King of Hearts is like okay, so your card goes in, and it goes in. And playing with this move, again, you realize what's happening is it's essentially a cover pass.
Yeah.
You're doing a cover pass. Think about it, a cover pass is doing a cut under the top card. Right? That's what a cover pass is. And now you're just doing it the other way around. You're bringing that. So I realized there are some tricks. I recently came out with a trick which uses this control not as a control, but as a cover pass. Right? Like I use it in the idea of cutting the cards underneath to move some cards around the deck secretly. So that's the idea. So coming back to the cardistry.
Yes.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say that, like bringing back to cardistry. Like,
Yes, sorry
what's the
about that.
connection?
So let's bring it back to cardistry. So for example, there's a classic trick, which is this. Jack of hearts lost into the deck. Boom, boom, boom. I shuffle face up, face down. Shuffle, 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 right? And now, without saying too much, we know all you have to do now is to lift up and turn over the top half. Agree? Right? There's this motion. Magicians do things like, look, face up, face down. Right? I mean, that's the old school way of doing it. But of course, when you learn cardistry, you realize there is this move that does this.
Oh, yeah.
Dynamite.
Right? Yeah, and it does the exact same thing. Right? So when you realize that, hey, there's this interesting mechanic that I can learn, that I can use in my mind, then you realize you can do the same thing. So in I'm Not a Cardist, I explained this one, which is like 4 of spades, goes in, kaboom, I shuffle face up, face down, and I can show, look, it looks normal on the outside, but on the inside, you've got some face down, you've got some face up, back to back, and so on, until you do this. Oh!
That was
try, okay,
sick.
one more time. Let me try one more time. So, until you go this,
Yeah.
it fixes. And sometimes you get a bonus production, and, all the cards. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I think it's about studying the mechanics of things, and then realizing in Magic there are certain things you need to do anyway. You can use it.
For sure. Yeah, I think as a card, like the cardist brain as well. Like there's just sometimes I'm just doing a slight, like DMB spread control, for example.
Yep.
And like something about it just feels like so cardistry. Also in your book, Principia.
Hey!
A lovely birthday gift I got many years ago. But you have that move. I don't have a map with me right now, but like it's like 2 spreads here, and then they turn over. You turn them, and the card swaps places to spreads. I feel like that has incredible cardistry potential for like a Knoll-esque move. But
Yeah. I think Brendan hit on the right point, which is I think a lot of cardists can approach Magic from a very mechanical point of view. They're very interested in exploring new ways cards can move, which magicians may not necessarily get into.
totally.
Magicians may not get into. Magicians are often more interested in the application side. So they are not good at inventing new moves. They are more interested in taking moves and then reapplying them in new ways.
Definitely.
let me do a new ambitious card, because to them effect is king. They want to do
Effect
a cool
is
effect.
king, yeah. Yeah.
Whereas for cardists,
Yeah.
a lot of them, I think method is king. They're
You
interested.
guys
in
remember like the finger portals, right?
Yes.
Like I think that a precursor to that was probably Dan and Dave's Subway from their notes.
Oh, was it really the? Actually, wait, who came up with this thing?
I don't remember. I think I remember seeing some people on Tiny Chat do like this thing. First of all, I like this.
I'm horrible at it. But.
Fuck.
Yeah, right. Something like that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tiny Chat was crazy, man. Oh! I feel like I need a. Yeah. I got these fake fingers here. I don't know. I feel like it needs to be used.
Mine is in a little.
Why?
Why do you? That's how it came. I stored it in there, you know.
So, give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay. So, Tiny Chat. Can we talk about that for a moment? Like,
Oh,
Of course.
absolutely.
it's just a bunch of teenagers back then just jumping on a anonymous forum and without fear of
But yeah,
of weird people.
webcam forum too, which is crazy.
webcam forum. Yeah. I remember back then. I think that's where I met people like Noel Heath.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've known Noel since he was like a 14-year-old kid. That sounds wrong, but you get on a webcam forum, but you get my point.
Totally.
I met a lot of cool people there. Yeah, Noel's the best, man.
Everybody was on there, yeah. So yeah, I met Spencer. Kevin, you were on there all the time. You're busting out like this one.
Oh, Bob
And
James.
on like the 10 megapixels per second frame rate, it looked crazy.
Yeah. I used to do it like this here, where it was like that.
Yes.
Front on.
Smooth operation swagged out version.
I'll be honest, but I feel like ever since Franco does it this twisty way,
Yeah,
I kind of
the
prefer the
twisted.
twisty.
Me
I kind of
too.
prefer this the twisty way.
Yeah.
Somehow I feel like it hides stuff. I think you have to do the twist as your hands twist in. I feel like it's like a. I think
timing
so.
for
Yeah. If you do it the other way, it doesn't look correct. Right? It's like when you do the twist here.
Oh,
Yeah,
exposed.
Franco should hold a Bob Change masterclass. He's got that move
Bob
down
change.
pat.
You know why you call it? Why did you call it a bob change?
Because of an Enzyte commercial for like a male enhancement product. There was this guy in the commercial called Bob, and he would like
Okay.
smile at his neighbors like this.
Okay.
It was the same like hand movement for the change.
Okay. No clue. Yeah, I always thought it was like a card, like it's like a little bob, like whoop.
You call it that too, yeah.
Yeah.
You've traveled a lot, Harapan.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You met like
Back in the day, yeah.
you met cardists and magicians from all walks of life.
Yeah. I
Do you have any like standout stories of like a card hangout encounter that really influenced you or impacted you in a big way?
Okay, let me just think for a second. I mean, I think I've met so many people. I won't say everyone or whatever. I'm not that prolific, but yeah. I think what's interesting. Okay, I've got one story. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna reveal. I'm gonna expose someone now. I've got one. I've got one. So when I was studying in the UK for my final year, after my final year, so after my third year, before I went on to do my masters,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I don't want to go back to Singapore for the summer. I want to do something during the summer in Europe, right? So I want to maybe do a little research placement, for example, do some physics research. So I asked my professor for a job. He was working at the London Centre for Nanotechnology. So I thought like, cool. I'm going to work there. And then when I asked him, he said, oh, Harapan, I don't have a job for you here because usually in the summer, I go to France and I work in France. Do you want to go to France? So I was like, yes, I will go to France. He was like, great. With your grades, it should not be a problem. Just submit the application, I'll get it settled. You'll be going to France. So great. So I submitted it and I stayed in France for 2 months. So I lived in France for 2 months doing this research thing at a research center called the Institut Loewe Langevin, which is named after 2 physicists. It's a neutron research facility. So they have a nuclear reactor on site. Like behind my office is a nuclear reactor. They use the nuclear reactor to produce neutrons accelerated around the ring, and then it's used to sort of study the structure of materials and stuff. Yeah, because compared to electrons, electrons are charged, so certain materials don't do well with charge. Neutrons are neutral. So anyway, the point here is the place where I was in was a place called Grenoble in France, which is a very small retirement town. All sorts of old people there, very boring. So of course you want to go to Paris, where the people are, right? Where the happening things are. So I heard there was going to be a jam in Paris. So I was like, okay, I am going to Paris, but I need somewhere to crash. So the only French guy I knew back then was Dimitri. That lived in Paris was Dimitri.
Oh my god,
of course, right? But I know he's not French. I think he's Belgian. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is he's living there. So I contacted Dimitri. Hey Dimitri, can I crash at your place? And he said, yes, sure, come over. So great to see you. I go over to Paris on a train. We hung out. It was amazing. I was with Dimitri. Mainly the people sort of hosting me was Dimitri and Fabian Defenshire.
Yeah,
Defenshire, whatever. Yeah. So I remember all sorts of shenanigans happened. It's like a boys' road trip. Like all sorts of nonsense happened. After the jam, we were really hungry. We were like, I know we were so freaking hungry. And then at some point, in France is like they love their food. They hate American fast food. Right? They love their culture, right? Mm-hmm. But at that point, all 3 of us were like, you know what we would die for? Some KFC. We want some Kentucky Fried Chicken right now. And then I think Fabian was driving us around, and we were like, Dimitri was going delirious. He was like, KFC, we want KFC now. And then, where's the KFC? We were trying to find one. KFC. Then eventually we were like on the way there, we were all chanting, KFC.
I could like hear those.
KFC. And then we eventually reached there and we bought a giant bucket, and we were all like, yesterday I was going through my photos on Facebook. There's a photo of us eating the fried chicken. Dimitri was like doing this. I can show it to you guys later. There's literally a photo of him eating fried chicken.
Wow.
And then anyway, that's not even the best part. I'm sorry if I'm talking too much, but I understand this is a podcast, so I should talk. I always apologize for talking on the podcast. Okay, so that's not even the best part. The best part was Fabian says, okay, bye. You're crashing at Dimitri's place. Bye. So it's now me and Dimitri, right? And then Dimitri goes, oh, by the way, about the crashing thing, you can't crash at my place, but are you okay to crash at my brother's place? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. He said, okay, come, let's go. So we hop on the metro, and we start taking the longest train ride I've ever had. Right? And by this point, it's like midnight. It's midnight on the metro, right? So, and then Dimitri's like, we're doing card stuff, and then Dimitri's like, oh, well, my brother lives he doesn't live exactly in Paris. It's like just on the outskirts of Paris. Not exactly in Paris. I was like, okay, a little bit suspicious, a little bit sus. Get down the metro, ghost town. It's just nothing. Right? It's like 12:30, midnight, no one there. And I look around, it's an industrial area. It's warehouses. No one lives here. It's like in Singapore's terms, it's like going to Tuas. You know Tuas. Singapore. Yeah, like it's like going to the last stop where it's just industrial factories and warehouses. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to get murdered here because Dimitri has brought me to warehouses like a bunch of warehouses. Where am I going? So we start walking. And then he stops in front of a warehouse, and he's like, okay, here you go.
See ya.
No. The thing is, he was nice enough. He crashed with me. Right? He crashed with me. But he was like, here we go, let's go in. I was like, what? It's a warehouse. And he pulls open the metal door like, and we go down this like a passageway down to the basement. And the passageway is like lit by light bulbs. It's graffiti with water dripping, right? It's like an abandoned subway tunnel, something like that. So like, go down. And then you enter, and the basement of the warehouse is this house. It's just this place where people are living. Okay, what's going on? It turns out his brother and his friends have somehow snuck into the warehouse, this abandoned warehouse or something like that, and repurposed the basement as their house. So there's like sofas. It's kind of messy all over the place, but it is a house. It is a place to live.
Wow. Right?
And so it's like, okay, here we go. And then his brothers all there like, hey, how's it going? And it's like, oh, no, some French and some English. And it turns out they're all circus performers. They're all eating fire. They're all juggling. They're all, doing all sorts of stuff. And Dimitri said, okay, you're staying here tonight. So it was an unforgettable night of ridiculous. Everyone's smoking weed. And Brandon, I don't know if you know, in Singapore, the drug laws here are very, very tight. So I've never come near drugs before in my life. Right? So I'm sitting there, this kid, like I'm like in a polo shirt, like a typical like conservative guy sitting there like, Then all these guys are just like, hey man, so where are you from? I'm just like, I'm from Singapore. I'm just this physics nerd sitting in the middle of this Rastafarian den of drugs.
Sort of French circus performers.
right. Like this, they're all Rastafarians. They're all like Bob Marley everywhere, Jimi Hendrix, whatever, and all the colors. So it was a crazy thing to see this. I'm just sitting there. Oh, you do magic? Oh, cool. Yeah, it's cool. I'm sitting there like, okay, what the hell do I do? And then they go. Okay, so this is not really related to my magic anyway, but the thing is that they go, Harapan, you want some supper? You want some cooked pasta? You want pasta? I was like, yeah, sure. I'll get some pasta. So they go over to the kitchen side and start making some pasta. And out of curiosity, I go over to their kitchen. I was like, okay, right. And I'm not saying that they don't have money, but for the place they're living in, they have very expensive ingredients. Like the pasta is the top-notch pasta. They're using pink Himalayan sea salt. They're using like the best ingredients I've ever seen. Like the top European ingredients. So I was thinking, what the hell? Like, why are they using such expensive stuff? Like pasta is expensive. I was like, so casually, I just mentioned to his brother, wow, you all use very expensive food, huh? Very expensive food. And his brother, without missing a beat, takes out the joint. Yeah, and he goes, yeah, all of this is stolen.
Are you smoking the thumb tip right now?
Yeah, the thumb tip, yeah. So, like, it's all stolen. I was like, what? All of it is stolen? He says, yeah, all of this is stolen. So you see that trolley over there? There's like a little trolley there. Yeah. So there's this warehouse for the supermarket. They never lock the back door. Either the lock is broken or it's never locked. So whenever we need food, we just bring the trolley over, we just open the door and we just shop from the warehouse. We just take whatever.
This is so crazy.
We just take whatever we want. So I was like, oh wow. So I'm eating like pasta, like illegal pasta that night.
Illegal pasta?
Yeah, illegal pasta.
Illegal spaghetti.
Yeah, it was a crazy thing. So that's my story.
That's crazy lore. That's like
lore.
Additional Dimitri lore as well. I feel like
right?
We mention Dimitri at least once every episode in some capacity. That's
Dimitri's
awesome.
Crazy, man.
But
Dimitri's
that's what a lot of people don't understand too. Is like his brother was a contact juggler or something, right? Basically, really talented.
His brother was. Yeah, he had a whole bunch of performers there. I remember there was an area where people would practice, and someone was like juggling a stick around the neck or something like that. And then Dimitri and his brothers playing ping pong at one side. And I'm trying to sleep. It's already 3 a.m. Yeah,
That's amazing.
So, that's lore. That's deep lore that no one knows about.
When was this? This was like 2015.
This would have been. Let me think. No, this would have been 2014.
Got it.
This would have been 2014. Yes, this would have been 2014 definitely, because I finished my studies in 2014 and the transition to my master's was in 2014.
Got it. Got
Like
it.
a year before. It's a year before I met Dimitri.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So I mean, Dimitri back then would have done opera and what's this other video called?
Silent transition.
Silent transition, and yeah, those were crazy videos.
Yeah.
Those were like, I remember those videos that really impacted me were like his videos, Aviv M, Noel Heath,
Yeah.
like high impact videos, like really, really brand new technology,
Definitely.
brand new mechanics. Yeah. Just blew
Definitely.
me away.
That's great. That's great. That's an awesome story. Because I feel like the way I know, to bring it back to Dimitri and go off the Harapan topic, but to me, Dimitri kind of just appeared out of thin air and was just blessed with God-given cardistry technology, like he said. But like he was kind of destined to jump into it because he had his brother, the circus performers. I think he also mentioned like Jan Frisch used to like live down there with them as well. And, like,
I
really,
didn't know that. I didn't know
he
that.
mentioned like he was at parties and like Jan Frisch was friends with his brother
That makes a lot of
juggling.
sense now.
But
Yeah.
Jan Frisch was like a very talented card magician as well, and would just be doing card tricks here and there and all this. And so like the Dimitri lore is kind of crazy. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Leon, do a video on that.
Leon, get to it.
Holy shit! I just realized, what if Jan Frisch was there that night? You never know,
you
right?
didn't know?
No, of course, I wouldn't have known him. I mean, that was 2014.
Oh, that was before his viral.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't recognize him back then.
Might have
Maybe he
been-
was there. I don't know.
Yeah, you might have been eating rigatoni next to. Yeah, you didn't even know.
He makes a really good pasta.
He makes a
Jan Frisch was the one cooking. Jan Frisch was the one cooking. He makes a mean pasta.
Yeah, it's too salty though. It's too salty though. Yen fish.
Salted fish. Salted big fish.
Yen fish. Harapan, have you seen all this stuff going on about the F1 movie?
With Cartilago, I don't think I followed it deeply, but I know Brad Pitt was doing the backdrop with the Merinos.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing
Yeah.
card throws and Charlier cuts and like a revolution cut style spin
Yeah.
and also backdrop.
Do you know what was the context of that? Why was he doing that in the movie?
I haven't seen it, so I don't exactly know what the character is besides, he fidgets with cards when he has a big race coming up.
Yeah.
And also he has a routine, like a ritual he does where he does a Charlier cut and then takes the top card and puts it in his pocket sight unseen. That's like a good luck thing, maybe. But yeah, like
It's very cool. I think it's meant to imply like, because F1 drivers are really hyper skilled with reaction time, that like the cardistry side of it is just like they're naturally
Fidgety. And
quick with it, for lack of a better word. But Kevin,
could
you
it also
back.
be?
Sorry, go ahead, Harapan.
No, I was just gonna say maybe it's also a superstitious thing. Like a lot of sports people are superstitious about certain rituals that they have to do something before the match to
Put
for
that
luck.
card down my pants before the race.
yeah. Brendan, you were saying?
I was saying that, Kevin, you have backdrop in 2 Hollywood movies now, done by 2
that-
A-listers.
That and the card counter with Oscar Isaac.
That's crazy.
So shouts out to Frank and shouts out to Franco for making that happen.
Kev, who would be your dream actor to do backdrop in the next movie?
Oh my goodness.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Maybe like Keanu Reeves in like one of the next John Wick films.
That would be cool.
Yes. That would be sick.
Although they did have a bit of cardistry in the last one.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know
the
if you saw
table. Yeah, in John Wick Chapter 4.
I think they were using Theory 11 cards too.
They might have been. Yeah.
Theory 11 got their little hands and everything.
Theory 11 got smart. They realized the real market is Hollywood.
Yeah, they're like, we're dropping these Rick and Morty cards.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're dropping these geeks. They don't even do magic much anymore, right? They're just doing cards nowadays with Theory 11.
It's mostly cards.
Yeah. They realized that it's too lucrative there, and I think they have a lot of ties with the Hollywood people.
Definitely. Yeah, we talk a lot about the death of Decknique, but like Theory 11 was pretty hype when it first came out too. For
Very
for,
hype. Very hype.
super fun. And I can only imagine as like a magician as well. Like just that was kind of like a new frontier of communication as well. I guess they had the forums and everything. So
Yeah, they launched many a career. You've got Shin Lim, you've got Zach, you've got Kay Kalen, Blake.
yeah.
Big
Franco
boy.
was working there for a bit.
Yes,
Franco was
that's
working there
right.
for a bit. Yeah. And I mean the original 11 people, I don't think any of them. I don't know if Chris Cannon still does anything on Theory 11. Maybe, I don't know. But I know the 11 artists or whatever, right? They're all
Right. Yeah, it was Chris, Dan. The Dan and Dave count as one person.
then Dave, Wayne Houchin, Lee Asher, Aaron
Beach.
Fisher.
Yeah, Matthew Bish.
Yeah,
Um,
something like that. I don't remember anymore. Those were the big ones I remember.
Was Danny Garcia one of them?
I don't think he released anything on there, did he?
Oh, okay.
He did. I mean, now he has, right? With the isn't Mint Box released with Theory 11?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he was with Illusionist at the time.
In the early days, yeah, he was. In the early days,
Or
he
Penguin
definitely was
Magic.
with. Yeah, I mean, I think he's sown his seed in different companies. Yeah, so to speak. Yeah, Daniel Garcia is great. Garcia is such a nice guy.
Harapan, what was your favorite Magic forums back in the day? Or Magic websites. Because for me, what I remember was Magic Cafe, obviously. Magic Video Depot.
Magic Video Depot.
Magic
MVD.
Video Depot. And
Man.
Penguin Magic forums.
Yep.
Kind of went crazy. That's I don't know if you're on 21 Aces. Were you on 21 Ace?
Well, I don't think I was ever on 21 Aces.
Got it.
Darren was on there.
Cooking.
Same as Scott and Sean, I believe, right? We
Scott
went
and
over that
Sean were
before.
on there. Yeah.
For me, my favorite websites. Trying to recall. Okay, so obviously Decknique was one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Decknique.net.
Yeah, but even before Decknique, this wasn't a forum, but I was on Penguin Magic. When I first discovered Penguin Magic and Illusionist, for a while those two are my favorite websites. I watched every single video on those websites.
Every single one of the penguins. Hey Maxwell,
Ev-
Maxwell. Hey Maxwell.
Yes.
Every
Card.
single penguin video. The music is always the
Dong, 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 dong. Wait, there was a few different, but there was the
Yeah, a few
bass
others.
one, and there was like the
the beat
upbeat
one.
one.
yeah, some,
This red hot mamacita.
Starry-eyed
This
surprise.
one's called Royale with cheese.
and then the ending is always like and your card is like and is that your card? Wait, what the
And he's like, yeah. And the card. Speaking of O's Perman, he is killing it right now. He is.
O's
Is he the
great.
biggest magician in the world right now? Arguably,
I know he's like really.
he's got like 10 million followers on Instagram,
really
and like
good at
he's.
mentalism.
But the coverage he's getting, he's doing it for all like the biggest American sports teams, all like the big news cycles.
Yeah,
like
but-
he's going
Oz
crazy.
is great. Oz Perlman is great.
Yeah, put my faith in O's.
I mean, that's
We went over this before, I believe, but O's is the reason Tobias is an
Yeah.
artist.
yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What
'Cause
happened?
He
Remind me
would
again,
teach
what's
like
the story?
false cuts, like he'd do like cuts like this in like Born to Perform.
Yeah.
There we go.
O's.
Yeah, Tobias and
There
I are messaging about O's Perlman like often, being like, he's my guy. We want to get into like Cardistry Con if that would be possible.
Dream comes
Sorry, all the budget's going to getting O's Perlman at Cardistry Con.
You got Oz Perlman the Mega Jam.
true. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Anyways.
Penguin Magic was one. I watched every single one. Illusionist, I watched all of them. Let's do Ninja.
Oh my god.
Let's do Ninja, I forgot. Oh my god.
Let's do Ninja.
Yeah.
Let's do Ninja. and then the other one is they hire these women, these models to be like,
Yeah.
do you want to be? Do you want to learn street magic? Like,
Yes.
amaze your friends. I love that. I love that video.
Yeah.
as well. So I loved it. Back then, okay, the funny thing about my story in Magic is that that's not how I started in Magic. I started in Magic with classic stuff. Like I would look at like Bill Malone, Marlowe, Joshua J, like standard magicians. And then around 15 years old, I discovered Penguin and Illusionist. And I thought they were even better. They were like, okay, this is real Magic now. Like Penguin Man, like screw Marlowe, like Brad Christian. Brad Christian is my god.
He was like out of this world when you have chance 0.
Yeah, it was like Gonzo Magic with sex appeal.
Yeah. Correct. And I think it's because of the editing and the marketing, right?
It did something to my brain when the Illusionist dropped Shapeshifter. The Shapeshifter change.
Yeah.
That was like the first like real color change, I think. I saw it. It was like
the first real color change ever.
They had a DVD for it, right? And the guy invented Shapeshifter. I don't know what he's up to now.
Mark D'Souza.
Mark D'Souza. Okay.
Yeah. He still buys stuff from me. Like whenever I release a book, he will buy my book. So he has all these books. His name always appears in my list.
I remember.
So I thank him.
Dennis Bear bought a couple of my books, and then they ended up being listed on his archive.
Yeah, Dennis Bear is great. Dennis Bear's hands are huge. Yeah. He can do a one-handed top palm for half the deck. Have you ever seen him do that? I'm not even kidding. He's got a technique where he goes like, hey, Harapan, shuffle the cards. And then when I take it, it's like, wait, what? And then he's palmed half the deck.
Oh my god.
Like one-handed top palm. He's like, here. And then somehow he's got half the deck palmed.
That's like Chad Nelson's 26 shift. The clip shift across the deck.
Yeah.
Basically a one-handed pass.
I can't do the clip shift. It was so popular back.
Oh, that was the cardist's flourish back then because of Jordan lapping.
Like every cardist could do it. Jordan lapping, yes.
Jordan lapping was like on it.
Yeah.
Do you remember it was like a? Do you remember it was a whole thing where, the Queens was like the best card trick in the world.
Yes. Everyone had their own version of it.
I had my own version of it.
The Queens, and then everyone was going crazy with a clip shift because they never seen clip shift before.
Yes.
And then
Brendan,
in the end,
did I mention like my experience with clip shift for the first time? Seeing Dan do it on the show.
No.
He showed it to me, and I was like, "Oh, cool!" And he opened his hand, and I was expecting that it was one-handed top palm. So when he like did this, and there was nothing there, I was like, "What the?"
Yeah. Oh, because they used to do for the final queen, they would do clip shift to banish it, right?
Yeah.
Doing it horribly. It's like and then like boom, and then for the last one, you have to do the clip shift, which I can't.
Have to do
so I know Dan and Dave eventually taught like a bottom, like a lame version before you.
Yeah, because they couldn't teach the clip shift and the.
Correct. They couldn't teach it. It was a whole thing. Like ta-da!
Classic.
I remember everyone was into it.
Everyone.
Dan and Dave dictated what every cardist did. Every cardist magician did. For quite a number of years, I felt. 3. And then, here.
Oh god. Here we go. I always thought the return, like the bring back or whatever I don't know the magic term.
Yeah.
Was like, well, like they were all just there the whole time.
Yeah.
So Anti-Faro also went crazy in the cardist circles, I remember. Also driven by Jordan lapping.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was pushing the magic agenda pretty hard.
Yeah.
I think he said something in the forums though that he could hit it like 99% of the time, and then someone called him out in person. And
I still remember he was also the first person on video to do like in one of his cardistry videos to do a card thing.
Jordan Lapping was the leaking Dan and Dave material king. I swear I learned everything because he posted Molecule 4 first. Pandora was the first. Like I think I saw him do it before I saw Lunch with Kevin or Lunch with Dan.
Yeah.
Jackson 5.
It's all clean as mine by.
Yeah, there's like I'm hoping not.
Yeah. You know what's really awkward about my card? You know what's really awkward about my corner hand fan is that I've always done corner hand fan like that, right? Which is fine. And then I never learned the closer for it. I know it's just doing the opposite, but because I often just do this.
Yes.
And it became my habit. So now when I try to do it one-handed, I kind of...
The closer kind of, it feels bad.
Yeah.
I remember, Brendan, you were doing running corner hands in Portable Playground too.
Oh yeah, Nick clowns me for that shit all the time. He's like, do your little running corner hand thing.
Running corner hand fan.
Yeah, because Scott and Sean, or Scott would do like running deck flips. I remember. I can't actually just be like doing deck flips over and over. And I was like, that's so cool. There's no way to, yeah, it's really hard to make it look swaggy.
So Harapan, we're at like the hour-ish mark.
Yep.
And this is usually when we start asking like for your favorites and some of our fan submitted questions.
Sure.
So yeah, I don't know if you prepared for answering these questions.
Sure.
But,
I mean, I have no idea what the questions are. This is genuinely,
right. Yeah. We pretty much do the same format for each of our episodes that we've had with guests so far. So
Yep.
it's the same thing as usual. So first off, we gotta ask you, what is your favorite solo cardistry video?
My favorite solo cardistry video would probably be let me try to think. My favorite solo cardistry video. Okay, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to balance between nostalgia and like the moves being actually really insanely good.
You can lean into nostalgia. We love that here.
I mean, for nostalgia, it would have to be reintroduction by the Verts.
Yeah.
Really?
That shit goes
Yeah,
crazy,
I mean,
dude.
I remember back then at home, for some reason my laptop computer wasn't at a desk where you could sit down. It was on a so I was standing there and watching it. I was like, for the first time on my laptop. I was like, oh my god! It was like, I mean, the editing was so crazily. I think what really blew me out was the editing was so far out compared to whatever came before. Like back then, it was all webcam stuff,
Definitely.
all webcam grainy videos, and then suddenly it's like there's zooming on faces. There's like quick cuts and stuff like that. So for nostalgia, I think that was a really that was a big shift in my understanding of what cardistry videos could look like.
It's a reintroduction. I wonder how, like, in what different universe, what decisions, small decisions in your life would have had to be made for you to, Harapan, to have been a member of the Verts, and how that would have changed cardistry forever. Yeah,
I don't think cardistry would have survived 2010. It would have died. Because look at what happened when I joined Decknique. What would I have done? I don't know. I think I would have to look better, have more hair, be cooler. Actually, I don't know. Maybe go to church. I don't know. I don't know what else you can do to be. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm very good friends with the Verts. I've got nothing bad to say about them. But yeah, I don't think I would have been able to join Verts. I honestly don't think so, because I just wasn't that talented in cardistry anyway. And their vision and stuff was so strong, I think. To join them, they had to have that. Oh, Wanda, are you okay?
Hi, Wanda.
Wanda's on the side, whining a little bit. Okay, anyway,
she's okay.
So that's my question. Reintroduction for nostalgia. Reintroduction was mind-blowing. Really, really mind-blowing. Quite stay.
What would your other answer have been if it depended on like the moves alone?
The moves. I mean, the moves. Like one of Dimitri's videos would have been very powerful. Some of Aviv M's, like Omega.
Omega
or
Crazy
XCM
Mockingbird.
with Noel Heath, right?
That's the next question, which is, what's your favorite collab video?
Collab video, yeah, probably like one of those like XCM. I mean, reintroduction could have been a collab video.
That's a very good point.
All my answers are it's just all the same. No. Which is your favorite video film with a white background? Oh, reintroduction. Airtime. Yeah. A more recent answer might be something like would have been like I said, XCM. Collab videos. Have there been a lot of collab videos? I'm trying to think.
I mean,
There are some that pop up in my mind.
Fontaine
But
videos are collaborations.
True. There are some collab videos that come up in my mind. I'm not sure if they're my favorite, but I did like them when I was younger. There was this, maybe it was a Decknique competition
Yes.
where it was a collab thing.
Yes. I
So,
want
and
Leon to
then-
do a video series on that, actually.
Yeah. I remember the winner was, I can't remember, there were 3 winners.
It was
And
Fiddling Steve.
Fiddling Steve was one. That's the only one I remember.
This guy called Marp, not Marp Panoply, but the
Okay.
guy called Marp, and
Daniel something, is it?
Daniel
Straight?
Stein. Daniel Straight.
That's
Daniel
right.
Straight,
The
yeah.
director.
Yep.
He's a director
Yeah.
now. They won.
Yeah.
That was like
Yeah.
honestly a good bit of a game-changing video. Fiddling
Yeah.
Steve mostly with the one card game.
One card stuff.
Yeah, that shit
One
blew
card.
my mind.
One card stuff is like.
I remember that was the most. Sorry to on a tangent here, but like how the structure of the competition was. It was like, there was like an elite cardist, and then like quote unquote like good cardist, and then like the bad cardist in
Yeah.
in each team, but they were kind of like weighted differently. So Darren entered the contest, and Darren was weighted very high. So they
Yeah.
kind of threw him with 2 other like kind of snickle frits, like newer cardists. They were trying their best, but like Darren would just do the craziest stuff. He did like Elijah's Lapal into that first time I saw that, and then I would cut to someone like really struggling to do like the worm, and then it would cut back to Darren doing like. Anyways, they didn't win.
Yeah, they didn't. No,
They didn't win.
Darren's team did not win because the collaboration factor wasn't there.
Yeah.
Whereas the winners, I remember they were talking to each other. It's like, "Hi, my name is Daniel." Oh,
Yeah, they did a DeVoe parody.
came in. Yeah. So that was nice.
Jaspis and Pierre Tran had a video. They were teamed up. Their video was crazy.
Wow.
Speaking of Jaspers, there was a Jaspers Darren collab.
2 moves.
I can't remember what the video was called. But I remember there was a video.
I think it was called 2 moves.
Maybe.
Yeah, Leon referenced it in his Mockingbird retrospective recently.
Yeah. So yeah, those are some of my favorite collab videos.
Sick.
Awesome.
What about One Night? Does Kevin remember One Night? Is it called One Night?
Yeah, with
That
Coldplay.
No.
This is classic Coldplay, not the Coldplay that outs people
I mean,
on Kiss Cams.
That reference is going to date this video. Like, people are going to know when this video was filmed.
That night.
That night, not One Night. Yeah.
I don't remember who edited it. Maybe it was Darren.
On Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah,
it was kind of like an uncut. There was like 2 of you in the frame at once doing like arm spreads
Yeah.
and stuff together. It was pretty this time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Somerset.
I think we did a lot of the same moves throughout the whole video. Didn't have a very large repertoire back then.
Yeah, a lot of like displays, like a lot of like fan displays like this.
Yeah. I did a lot of fan tosses.
A lot of fan tossing went crazy.
So Harapan,
That's what it is.
what
Yes,
is-
next question.
Sorry.
what is your favorite move? Cardistry move.
My favorite cardistry move? Probably it's a toss-up probably between water wheel and blue.
Why?
I think because I can do them well, and also, but I think I would choose water wheel because water wheel I can actually do the full move, whereas bloom people would argue I don't do the anti-Faro.
Anti-Faro. Right.
Yeah, as most people don't. So water wheel was like a very stunning move, right? I mean,
Yeah.
every virtuoso video, the comments are always, "I love the move at 127, and it's the water wheel." Like everyone says, I love the water. It's a great move, water wheel. Yeah.
Is there a tutorial for water wheel anywhere?
Not yet. I mean, I think there's probably bootleg tutorials of people attempting to teach it, but
I should film one.
You should just film
The
one.
suit. The suit.
Just like generative AI Darren's face onto yours.
deep fake it.
Deep fake.
Deep fake water wheel tutorial. Harapan,
Yeah, I think
what
that's
is
my
your
favorite,
favorite? What is your favorite deck?
My favorite deck? Honestly, I don't think much about my favorite decks anymore.
Is it this
I
one?
don't have a particular favorite. I mean, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Thanks for promoting it. These are rare decks. They're not sold anymore. They're not sold anymore because of the fire at the warehouse. It just burned all the cards away. I don't really have a favorite deck. I mean, I can tell you what my favorite deck is. My favorite deck, since we are talking about nostalgia, is my very first bicycle deck.
Yeah.
The very first bicycle deck I ever owned. I still have it at home. It's incredibly yellow, like the box is completely yellow, and it's like extra thick because I've taped it up with scotch tape, with like clear tape, because it's falling apart. But I couldn't bear to stop using it, so I kept using it until I could not use it anymore. And when you open it, it looks like a smoker's lung, you know, like
Yeah, you can smell it.
black. It's black and yellow and like,
Smell it
and
from
it's
across
impossible to take it out as well.
Yeah,
It was like a magic trick. But I
Yeah.
still have it. Yeah,
It's fermenting.
it's fermenting. Yeah,
It's a pickled deck.
Kimchi cards. Kimchi cards.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think that brings back a lot of memories. But other than that, yeah, I mean there are classic answers like tally holes and bikes and whatever. But
I have noticed that on all your, especially when you're posting on Instagram much more, you're always using a different deck in almost like every video.
Yeah.
It seemed like.
yeah, because I have a lot of I don't have a particular like. I only use studs. I know some people have that. I'm whatever. I just open one and use it.
I respect that.
This one.
I had a question though in here, not to leak material.
Yeah.
Did this ever come out?
The Newton deck, yeah, it did come out.
It did. That's
It
a
came out.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful
the
box.
problem is that there's a lot of backstory to that, but the problem was that thing that the original plan was supposed to be there's this a video set I made called Optics that was filmed pre-COVID. So I flew to the UK. Vanishing was very nice. They actually flew me to the UK to film the entire thing in 2019 in Blackpool. I filmed it in Blackpool, and then I thought that okay, cool. And then they were like, okay, Harapan, you know, people really want they love custom decks, so let's print a custom deck. So, and Optics was a book written by Newton, just like Principia was. Principia is Newton. His other famous book is Optics, which is on light. He talks about rainbows and white light being made of 7 colors and things like that. So I was like, okay, since there's Principia, there's Optics, the deck will be called Newton, right? It's like a trilogy of the thing. So Vanishing was like, great. So we'll make Optics. Optics will come with Newton inside. But then a few months later, we will release Newton on its own. And we'll call it like by popular demand, here's the deck for purchase. But that never happened. Because once COVID hit, all the plans were stopped. Eventually took 3 years. They only released in 2022, if I'm not wrong.
Got it.
Yeah, the thing only released in 2022. And by then, the whole landscape of Magic had changed. They had a backlog of things they don't have time. Vanishing grew as a company during the COVID era.
Yeah.
And eventually now Newton is now only it's an Optics exclusive.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, it's an Optics exclusive. Yeah.
Cool. Last question
Okay.
from this section is who is your favorite cardist?
Let me think. I mean, my favorite card is there's so many, but if I have to choose based on like moves and creativity alone, and also okay, so people like, for example, like Huron and Kevin. Kevin is fantastic. Huron is fantastic, and uh, in terms of friendship, I know Kevin the longest, so I could put Kevin as the answer, right? But then again, I have to minus points from Kevin's horrible puns, right?
Mine is
So if,
Minus
if,
social
I,
capital.
social credit.
Yeah.
yeah, if I have to balance it all out, I think if I have to balance it all out, based on like the creativity of the moves plus my friendship with them and all that, I think I might have to put someone like maybe Noel Heath
Nice.
as my favorite, because I've known him for so long. Even though we don't talk much nowadays anymore, we're all grown up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if you look at the creativity of his moves, and his magic is so good as well. You look at his color changes and stuff. I mean, like, it's just insane. Every time I see
Nuts.
Noel Heath, it's crazy how much stuff he has come up with. So I think Noel Heath might be my favorite. Yeah.
That's great.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's a good way of
No.
looking at it too. Is cardistry skills plus friendship for like the choice. I like that.
Yeah, it's the whole package because we can probably, it's always whether you can separate the man from the art.
Yes.
But to me, when it's such a personal thing, I tend to mix the two. So if there's someone who's really good, but I don't know them well, or maybe they are not so nice, okay. Yeah. So that's my answer, Noel Heath.
That's great.
Awesome.
Separate
Love
the
Noel.
man from the XCM.
XC-Men.
XC-Men from the XCM. XC-Men.
The X-Men.
The X-Men. Buck Boys and X-Men.
Wait, XC-Men sounds weird.
X. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Sounds
Harapan, we
good.
have some fan submitted questions from
Great.
our followers on social media.
Yep. Perfect.
This person says in Chinese, 会玩花切吗? Can you do
Hui
cardistry? 会一点点. You can do a bit.
我会玩一点点花切. Let's do some civil 947s.
Hey!
Hey.
Alright. See, my cardistry is stuck in that era. A bit of a KFC variant. Look at that. Something I came up with myself that I thought was cool. But as you can see, it's really messy. Let me try again. So it's like, whoop, whoop,
That's
whoop.
nice.
It's like flip. Okay. Yeah. So
That's great.
I can play. I can do a little bit of cardistry. Yeah.
Someone
No,
else
expect a
says,
civil 947. Or
Civil 947. I want to do the this is the
Ace
deep
production?
pool. Yes. Is it called Spitfire?
Yeah.
Oh man. I can't. How do you do it again? Let me see.
I think you have to split off like a two-card
something
packet.
like this. Yeah, there's a 2-card packet somewhere. Let me try again.
I
Sorry.
think a two-card pack is at the top.
Yep. Something
Nope.
like that. There we go. That's one.
hey. Yeah.
Yeah. Bring back Ace Productions.
Bring
Honestly.
those productions.
Do you all agree that this should be called the Ace Production position? Like every
lot of
Ace
them,
Production
yeah.
starts like that.
Some
The
variation of that.
The APP.
Ace production position.
That is the
Killer-
classic.
Killer
For
apps.
sure.
That should be a thing. Killer apps. Ace production positions.
Killer app. Yeah.
Okay,
someone-
我会玩花切.
You may want to watch it. Incidentally, someone says, "What's your favorite Ace production?"
What's my favorite Ace Production?
Mhm.
Wow. My favorite Ace Production would be. Ooh, there's so many. I mean, if we are talking about lore-wise, like history, nostalgia-wise, you have a cross one, right? I love Ace Productions that end in a nice pattern.
Oh,
Wasn't- Kevin, don't you have a cross one?
yes, it's called Fully Loaded.
Yeah, I like that.
Was that from Smooth Operations?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a good
also
one.
real time, right?
Oh
real-time.
yeah.
So
Real time watch Apparition Aces had like 3 names.
Yeah. I mean, Noel Heath, whatever the names of those Ace Productions are, his video has so many cool Ace Productions. Really, really cool stuff. Yeah, those are my favorites.
Yeah, there's so many to choose from. It's a great genre.
So many. Noel has such great Ace Productions.
Someone says, "Do faced."
Faced? I mean, the
Yeah,
cardistry?
Tobias's cut.
I can't do it.
I
don't
can't do it
I
either. Brendan, can
Brandon,
you do
know
it?
what?
I can do it
What is it?
wrong. I learned it wrong. I can barely do it. It's like, right? But
Something
then my
like that.
packet goes down and it's meant to be on top, but I don't know. It's too late. I've learned
Right.
it this way.
I mean, the closest I can make it look like is I can do skater cut. I do a lot of Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
I do skater cut quite a bit.
The face is harder than skater cut, I think.
Yeah, of course. Face is way harder. It's just I can do that, at least the front bit. Oh,
Face-
interesting fact. I learned skater cut wrong. I can do it both ways. So this is the correct way, right?
Yeah.
And then if I do this, I can make it spin.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
Let me try again. So it's like here. This is the correct way. I used to learn it the other way, which is wait. Let me try again. This it's a front flip.
Brendan, who has double skater cut? Is it Burger?
That is. I
Like
know
two at the same
Dimitri had a
time. Dimitri had like the
variation of
one where he
that.
did one way and then the other.
I
But
think
I've seen someone do it with like one packet in front and the other one attached to his body.
it's giving burger. It is burger, I think. And then one attached to his body. I think it's burger, for sure.
Cool.
So that's, I can't do face, but I can do skater cut.
Skater cut is like it is not like riding a bicycle. You really lose the touch if you don't practice it. Like the
My
pressure of the
favorite thing-
packet.
My favorite thing about skater cut is that it used to be blurred.
Yeah,
Used to be
we've
censored.
talked about that.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
But like blurred, like this would all be there, and there's just the kick that they blur it. So I'd be like, "What's happening?"
Why? He's like, yeah.
Someone asks, did he ever take a break from cards? If so, what brought him back?
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever taken a break ever from cards. But I mean I go sometimes I'll go back and forth between certain things. There was a while where I set a New Year's resolution to learn more coin magic during COVID. So I learned some coin stuff, some coin box stuff just for fun. And then recently, maybe 2 years ago or so, I tried to learn color changing knives.
I remember that. You were really
Sick.
good at it.
Yeah, so let me try to find it. Yeah, for my knives here. Let me just show some stuff for fun.
Please.
Yeah, so I've got this set of knives here. Yeah, so we've got a knife here. Yep.
Got a knife here.
So white on both sides. Yeah, it's a very clean knife. Right? Both sides. Until you push it through, nothing happens. But if you rub as you push, it becomes red. Yeah, it's weird. It's like red on both sides. Strange. Right? It's red on both sides until you rub it, it becomes white. Yeah. Then my favorite one is this one. Look, white on both sides.
Oh, that's nice.
It's white on both sides, right? So yeah.
Flip, stick, and
Yeah. So I mean what really fascinated me was I saw Tamaris do it, and he was not just doing the standard. I mean, standard magicians are doing this kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah. And then Tamaris was doing firstly the Spanish kind of like parallel moves are very slow. It's very because they do it with in their hands like that, there's a lot more cover, which allows very slow.
That's so clean.
turnovers. And then I started seeing things like this. This one, they just fried my mind. It's like white on both sides,
It's crazy.
right? And then the other one was this one. It's like white on both sides. And then finally, the one that really I want to learn was this one. It's a one. Yeah. I mean, it is what you think it is. Like If you know I don't know if I should expose it, but basically,
No exposing and
okay, no exposing.
real heads know.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
so I started learning that for fun.
That's crazy. Do you know Marvin's Magic? Have you heard of Marvin's Magic? That was one of my first entries points into Magic because I had spent a lot of summers in London. It's the kits, yeah. And then in London there was a place called Hamleys and Harrods, and they'd have a Marvin's Magic booth, and they'd have magicians work in the booths. And they had a flip stick gem trick where they'd send the gems back between the sticks. My kid brain, thought they were like generating gemstones, and they're just like literally throwing them between the sticks and catching them. So I thought in my brain, if I buy this kit, I can take the stick and I could be on the bus and I could be throwing gemstones, magically appearing at people if I want. Unlimited gemstones throwing. And then I got it and I learned it and I was like, oh, damn. Magic's not real.
It's like
I'll say two. Yeah,
Harapan, you go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say just two things. David Regal says the same thing. When he was young, he saw an ad for unlimited cigarette production. You can pull out as many as you like. And then it turns out it's the thumb thing.
Yeah.
Where you make it real.
I think that was the moment I realized magic wasn't real.
And then the second thing is, I don't know if Brendan knows this. Do you know who owns Marvin's Magic?
I always assume Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin, but his last name might be interesting. Marvin. It's Marvin Burglas. It's David Burglas' son. Right? And yeah, Marvin Burglas.
That's lore.
That's lore.
Yeah, that's lore. Marvin Burglas. Yeah.
Wow.
So David Burglas' son who runs the company. Yeah.
They were good props. I have all my Marvin's Magic kits still. They were really expensive.
So that's a little bit of history. Marvin Burglas.
Crazy.
That's right, Kevin, you were going to say. Do you remember what you're going to say?
Oh yes. Speaking of Brendan's experience with imagining what the prop was and what it would do, do you remember this trick called dynamic coins? It's the one with the two caps and the ring in between that you would like bang on the table and it would produce a stack of coins, and you could cover it up and then it would vanish.
Marvin's Magic.
I was so excited to learn it that when I was about to buy the effect, I wanted to be prepared, and I brought a stack of like 50-cent coins with me. So that I'd have the money to, use with caps. Turns out you don't need that.
No.
You need like one.
You need one good coin.
One top.
Yeah, well, learning that like transfiguration and transporting material is actually not possible with these magic props kind of kills the child's soul a little bit.
The trick that killed my soul, it came later, not at the start of magic. The trick that killed my soul was I saw someone do some Rubik's Cube stuff. This was back in the day. Nowadays Rubik's Cube is so popular, right? But back in the day, Rubik's Cube magic was really shady. But I saw someone do something like that, like, oh, it's mixed, throw, catch, that's solved. And in my mind, I'm like, it's some Rubik's Cube that has like a mechanism that goes when you throw it, so that it lands up solved. So I was like, I went to the magic shop, I went, how much is the Rubik's Cube? I want to throw it and it becomes solved. And he's like, it's $35. I was like, holy shit, $35 for a fully automated Rubik's Cube? Like, I'm buying it. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Get me the thing. And it comes, and it's a piece of paper in a plastic bag. I'm like, what? Wait, what? And it's like, it's just an instruction sheet with stickers. And the method is just, on one side it's mixed, the other 5 sides are solved. So you throw it, and you just hide the unsolved side.
Oh my
so
god.
It just give you extra stickers. I was so crushed. I was so crushed by it. It was the only time I've ever gone back to the shop and asked my money back.
Damn.
I went to the shop, I was like, can I get... He's like, no, you open the thing in front of me. Like, you can't just ask me. Because I opened it in front of him. I was like,
secrets.
I was like, oh man. Yeah.
Was it worth it?
That crushed my soul. Yeah.
Disappointed. Another question.
Yes.
Someone asks, does he ever use cardistry to help teach physics, like the secondary axis theorem from Who Shuffles, like that, and so on?
No, I'll be honest, I don't. I keep my work and my stuff. I mean, I wish I had a good answer. Like yes, you know, it's deeply ingrained in my teaching. But to be honest, I think I try to keep those sides of me relatively separate. It doesn't mean I haven't performed for my students before. Usually on the first day when I meet them, I will perform something. But then, if you know the school I teach in and the students I'm working with every day, I think they're very academically driven. So, and there's so much stuff to go through anyway. So there's not much time to really keep doing magic tricks.
Right.
But once in a while, you know, on a school trip or when there's some downtime, I could show them some stuff. But it's mostly magic rather than cardistry.
Right.
Got it.
That was a great article you wrote for the blog, by the way, back in the day.
Who shuffles like that?
Who shuffles like that?
Yeah. That was still when I was in my full-on physics nerd time.
Very well researched.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do you remember this? What Angel Dust? What's it called?
Angel Dust. And Zach's move. Angel Dust.
So hard. God damn it.
What's that called? An I3 rotation?
Oh shit.
Whatever. I2. Whatever.
I2. I think
along the intermediate.
one of the keys is to hold it like a bit lower than.
Oh shit. That feels great. Damn.
Yeah.
Let's try one more time.
I had a variation, which is this.
That's funny. So yeah, cardistry in physics? No, not really. Not. Although you know, there's a move I've always been interested to study how it works, like the physics of it, which is the duck change.
Yeah. It all comes back to duck change.
As in, because it's such a counterintuitive thing for it to rotate like this is big, yet it doesn't fall like that. It springs this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you do it in slow motion, it's kind of like, right? You see that it turns that way, which is quite counterintuitive. How it spins. I remember when I first learned the duck change, I thought it was similar to doing something like this, like, right? Like obviously this is heavy. You just slap it down. Just slap the card down. So when I learned it and someone told me, I can't remember who it was. Someone told me it's supposed to spin the other way.
Yeah, clockwise from your perspective.
Yeah, I don't understand how it could spin. I realized, yeah. So I've been thinking about it because it works not just with two cards, it works with one card, right?
Yeah.
And it's like these are the only two contact points. And it springs. Why does it go this way?
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of counterintuitive why you would go that way. So. Or things like Black Hawk, also kind of counterintuitive.
On that note, are there sleights that kind of like are physics, just kind of purely physics based, but work in kind of a strange way that you can think of?
I mean, yeah. Besides the duck change.
Yeah, besides the duck change.
I mean, this always fascinated me. I mean, this one.
Right? Yeah, dynamite.
One flipping 180, the other 360. Other slides that are very physics based. I'm trying to recall. Yeah, not off the top of my head. Not that it's so interesting that caught me off guard. I think Black Hawk is kind of interesting. Right, you're just doing this spins. It's always nice that up down motion becomes a lateral spin motion. Right, you think about it, it's kind of counterintuitive. Like you're doing this, and then it goes.
Yeah.
It spins. Kind of interesting. Because when you do things like that, for example, this kind of things, you're like, yeah, I get it. You know, because you're already twisting the card. But when you have like a whoop, and
super sick.
Yeah. So that's kind of confusing.
Can you also confirm or deny whether it's possible to sonic boom a card in half, like Andre does when he springs? Like when he does the spring and like when he pulls out a card and it's ripped in half. Is that possible?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't think that anything. It's nothing to do with sonic booms. I don't know what he claims. Sonic boom is when you move faster than the speed of sound. Nah, I don't think that's
Confirm it's not an actual sonic boom.
Yeah. Because so sonic boom is when you move faster than the speed of sound. The speed of sound in air is like 340 meters per second.
So it's
right? It's like an Olympic thing. You run almost the whole thing in 1 second. Like one round is 400 meters. So that's 340, right? I don't think that's happening. And also sonic boom comes from what happens is you are moving so fast that the air doesn't have time to move out of the way, right? So like a plane is moving so fast, it builds up the air. So eventually, when it releases, all the air coming out, you hear a boom. When all the energy pent up, there's boom. So I don't think Andre's doing that. I think he would kill himself.
Blood. Tragic boom.
You heard it here, folks.
And it's just two stumps. And it just cut to the next scene. It'll be two stumps. I think it's just the way maybe he just tears it or something.
Now you hear me.
And now you don't. After that, you don't. Now you hear me, and now you don't.
Brian Tudor has a question for you.
Hey, yo.
He says, what is the hardest card mechanic that he does?
That I do.
Yes.
The hardest one that I do. Okay, this is going to be a cop-out. I find that the hardest move are moves that are meant to look like nothing's happening. Right. So in Magic, there are certain moves. In the language of Ascanio, there are moves that have an external reality, and then there are moves that have no external reality, only an inner reality. So, for example, something like a double lift has an inner reality, which is that you're holding two cards. The external reality is that you are flipping over a card. Right? That's the external world sees you flipping over one card. It's actually more than one card. Elmsley count, Elmsley count. The external reality is that you see me counting 4 cards, but the inner reality is you're hiding one card. That's the inner secret. But there are some moves that don't have an external reality. They only have an internal reality. For example, it could be something like a top change, right? So it's supposed to have nothing happening, right? Or arguably a pass, right? If you do it properly, it's not meant to. They're not supposed to see you. You're just supposed to have been holding the deck.
Yep.
And I think these kind of moves are really hard. Are probably the hardest, not mechanics wise, but just performing them convincingly is probably the hardest. I mean, like cover pass is really hard because the cover pass is built to be burnable.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it horribly. Yeah. So I find moves that have an external reality to be way easier, even though mechanically they could be hard. Like there's this move that I really like. It looks like this. I think Kevin knows what I'm talking about. There's like a face up, face down. If I turn half the cards face down and face up, this one.
Oof! I remember
and
now.
all the cards are face up.
That was slick.
Yeah. So traditionally, if you had to turn over, let's say this packet, you would do a half pass, right? Which, by the way, the half pass. Okay, you know what? I'll choose half pass. It's the hardest thing I do. I can never make it look good because it's supposed to look like you're doing nothing, but actually you're doing this.
Yeah, your fingers are getting all flat with it.
Correct. Yeah, it's very, very weird. I hate the half pass. But the one I was talking about is like a half pass variant where instead of flipping the bottom half, you are flipping the top half around it to the bottom.
Crazy.
So it looks like this.
That's so sick. What the fuck?
So once again, you can see the 4 of hearts is here. I'm turning the top half.
That's like a cardistry closer.
Correct. It's like the corkscrew closer kind of thing, right?
Yes.
Right? It's got this kind of. It's got it. Look, it just bust out a corkscrew closer randomly.
You gotta hit the. You gotta hit the thing.
He did the swivel. Huron swivel.
Yeah. How about starting again? Something like this, right?
Yeah. That's it.
There it is.
Yeah. So it's got that kind of move. So I mean, arguably, this is harder than a half pass. But I think if you want to perform it, I would do this all day, every day. There's an external reality that you are turning something over that hides the move, as opposed to, hi, I'm doing nothing, and I'm doing, that's really hard. Yeah, so any move that doesn't have external reality, I really struggle with.
I like that premise of internal reality. I feel like it almost could apply to certain cardistry moves too, but in like a different sense. Like say you see someone who's still figuring out a move and they're constantly readjusting their grip and they're moving their fingers, but there's nothing really happening and it just looks off, as opposed to someone who has completely figured out the intricacies of the move and it's just all external, all intentional.
Was it Chris Ramsey who said like Tobias Levin's moves have this like it's like you don't know when it's happening. Suddenly a packet appears.
They just flow,
They just flow non-stop.
Exactly.
The Danish school of cardistry.
Exactly.
We have 3 questions left.
Okay.
This one is not about cardistry or magic. It's just someone asking, how are the children doing? We don't see nearly enough of them. When is the next baby due?
The babies are doing well. I don't post about them much because I don't want to be that kind of social media parent. I think.
Right.
I think me and my wife don't agree having a social media. I will post them here and there once in a while. You must know Trixie now has seen us shuffling cards, and she can say the word shuffle. She kind of knows like, shuffle, and she like take the card, and her shuffle is this.
Oh.
This is her shuffle, like 2-year-old shuffle. And then my wife makes to teach her words, she took a blank bicycle deck, and writes words on them, like simple words like many, by, whatever. And then we teach her, like, well, what is this word? They just say many. And the game is called sight words, like sight words. Yeah. So sometimes Trixie will say sight words, and she loves that game now. She loves it. Every day she wakes up, she's like sight words. And then when she sees my deck of cards, which is normal, she'll think it's the deck, so she'll go sideways. Then she'll open, and it's not. Look for another deck. Sideways.
That's funny.
Sideways.
Cool. And any news about a third?
No.
No.
Not current. Not at all.
Okay. So next up, someone asked, any tips or thoughts with trying to create something that combines magic with cardistry? I feel like we touched on that in this podcast so far.
Yeah.
But in terms of like specific advice,
I think definitely. I mean, that I used to rebel against it, but I think ultimately it's true that if you're going to combine cardistry into magic, you still need to think about the magic being convincing and that the cardistry doesn't impact the magic negatively by making it less convincing or less magical. But I think there are ways. It's hard, but I think there are ways to do it. I don't think it's a straight up no. Yeah.
Cool. And last question. This one's from Leon. He asks me to...
I think I know what... Oh, no. Okay, go on. I think I know what you're going to ask.
Alright. Leon says, ask him about his classic video, Shasho, and ask him to release it from the archives.
This is a cardistry video?
Shasho.
Yeah. So Shasho means killer, like a killer, like a murderer. Brandon does. By the way, this is a side note. Does Brandon understand any Chinese by any chance?
No, I wish. So you could be having all these side combos, and I'm just nodding.
Okay, just checking on. Anyway, So, oh man, this is the most embarrassing thing in my law. This is like finding my OnlyFans account. So, when I was in, the story goes like this. When I was 18 years old in high school, final year of high school in Singapore, we call it junior college. I decided to, hey, you know what? I'm going to do some charity. Because in school, if you do some sort of this sort of charity work, you can earn some points. It makes your resume, your portfolio look better as well. So I thought, I'm going to do something like that. And since I do magic, I'm going to do a magic show. I'm going to use the magic show to raise funds for a charity. Sounds good, right? And I was raising funds for the Singapore Association for the Deaf, like people who are deaf. So all good. That's not the funny part of the story. The funny part was I was a really bad magician and a really bad cardist. So overall, the show and stuff was just really bad. But I was just deluded into thinking it was really good. So I thought, you know what? I needed to make a promotional video for the show. like a promo video. So I thought it'd be really cool if I made like a cardistry video to promote the show. So I asked my friends in school. There was like a AV club, sort of like a like photography and video club in school. I said, "Can I use your studio? Can you film me?" They were like, "Yeah, sure. What's this card flourishing thing?" I was like, "Oh, let me explain." They're like, "Oh, okay, cool." Then I showed them some videos of what I wanted. And back then, my favorite cardist of all time was Daniel Madison.
Oh no! No.
Right? To be fair, Daniel Madison back then, his cardistry was very like the way he edits. I mean, the way he edits videos nowadays and stuff.
It's the same. It's the same.
He has a very strong visual language, like very unique to him, right? It's like him doing something. He would throw the cards and then lie down or back against the wall and then like hit his head against the wall.
Reverse language.
Yeah. So very cool. An 18-year-old kid me was like, "This is peak, like the absolute cinema. This is absolute." This is the best thing ever. So my friend was like, "Oh, you want to film it this way, black and white? Okay, cool, wearing a fedora. Okay, cool." And you must understand also, Brandon, back then, I was really fat. When I was 17, 18, I had my overweight phase where I was actually obese. I was really fat. So, think about this, right? I mean, I have a beard now, but back then my beard hadn't come in yet. So I just had very big, I mean, I was a neck beard, pretty much. I was pretty much the milady, kind of like, pretty much, right? So I had like neck beard, I had the sideburns, fedora, fat, doing cardistry like Daniel Madison, right? And the video, my friend helped me edit it, and then it was done, and then it was edited to this song. It's called Saso by a Singaporean singer. It's a Chinese song somehow. I thought, like, you know what, I'm proud of my heritage. I'm going to do some Chinese songs, and it's a Singaporean singer some more. It's a Singaporean singer. Let's do it. And it was done. The video was done, and so I didn't think much about it. The show went off. I was like, okay, whatever, cool. Until eventually, when I started to become more famous in magic, I realized, shit, that video is still on YouTube.
Oh God.
Under the school's photography and visual club's YouTube account, and I don't have access to it. I don't have access to that channel. I can't take it down because it's not my video now, right? So I was like, shit, I need to take this down. It's like when a politician wants to be a politician, they have to take down all their tweets or whatever, right? So I'm like, shit. So I contacted the school. I said, I contacted that friend first. I said, hey, do you have the password to that account? Can you take down the video? And he's like, no, man. I passed it on to my juniors, and it's like many generations. They change the password every year. So, sorry. So I called the school, trying to get them taken down, and then the school was like, the current club president was like, we don't really use that account anymore. Like, it's been broken. It's like lost in time. No one passed down the password at some point, and we just stopped using YouTube. We now use like Flickr or whatever to upload our stuff. We don't do that. I was like, holy shit, I can't take this thing down. But so I was really worried. But eventually, I can't remember how, but I think eventually I found someone who was like, oh, I think I'm the one who knows that. I didn't pass it down anymore, so I'm the last guy. So I managed to log in, and then got it taken down.
Damn.
So now, I think the only copy that exists, at least as far as I know, is with me.
You gotta release it, man.
No. The answer is no.
Keep your secrets.
But if I do find it, maybe I'll send it to you guys.
Oh
off
God.
the record.
The Daniel Madison style was killing me.
It was so cringy. I know there is one moment in the video where I copied Daniel Madison. I think Daniel Madison had one moment where he does a card shot, and he catches it with his hat, and he puts it back on. And I did that in the video. Yeah, because I know I can do this card shot. Right. So yeah.
In the
Very
fedora.
cringy. It's very cringy. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank
That's
you.
very harrowing,
Yeah,
personal,
brave.
vulnerable.
And you did it for a good cause, too.
Yes, but the video will never see the light of day. Very few people have seen it. I don't know how. I don't know why. Maybe Leon saw it on YouTube. Yeah, so Leon has been begging me to do it, begging me to show it, but never.
All right, there's your answer, Leon. So we have come to the end of the show. Harapan, is there anything else that you'd like to touch on, that you'd like to plug?
To plug, I mean, this is going on every year nowadays. This is my 4th year doing it. I'm doing this event called Mega Jam in Singapore.
Yes.
Mega Jam in Singapore. It is like a mini Cardistry con, Magic con kind of thing, where it's just one afternoon. Magicians and cardists all come down. We've been trying to get special guests every year. This year we have some really sick special guests. So wait for that. I think we'll start selling tickets very soon.
Awesome.
In August. We'll start selling in August.
The event itself is usually in November, is that correct?
Yeah. So this year it's 15th of November.
15th of November.
It's on a Saturday afternoon. Yeah.
Awesome.
Is
It's
there...
gonna be-
Do people just follow your personal Instagram account to get more info?
Yeah. So you can follow at Harapan Ong on Instagram. For Mega Jam, it's at megajam.sg.
Got it.
Megajam.sg for Singapore. Yeah. You can check those out.
Wonderful. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching the show. Thank you to Harapan for coming on. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Okay. Bye everyone.
Bye!
Bye.